ton. He didn't hit it a country run as a home run.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
It was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard. And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat.
Manny Machado.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Schoop has it. To second for one. Back to first. It's a double play. And the prospect of more baseball looms. Stepping up now, number 28. He's got an opportunity here. And a bases loaded situation. And seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And at long last, the winning run is across to score. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back, and carried him to the victory.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Miguel Castro gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Mark. And welcome in. Antonio Rosado, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game.
Hits it high and deep out to center field.
Looking up is Zimmer.
Onto the lawn and gone. Digging in, number 28. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. Throw into second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to... Number 28 will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Liner toward right center. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Roger Cardania.
Softly hit out to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit, and there are two away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Out of history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 449 now for his career. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy, too.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Baltimore took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Antonio Rosado takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Danny Salazar pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Archie Bradley closes the door for the save, his 5th. We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Baltimore Orioles. The O's enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Gabriel Noah is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, number 28, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot, and let everybody relax a little bit.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Digging in to try it again, number 20.